Some of you are in a relationship, yeah, where you both are a force to be reckoned with, and you may have this kind of power couple dynamic duo about you. Okay, and I say that because you have the Star card and the King of Pentacles. So this message is for those that are in established bonds and are in established bonds that are like bomb diggity. To an extent, because some other cards come up and it shows a little bit of faulty business going on. Okay, but yes, the Star card is obviously the star, strength, hope, believe in one's talents, good health, the whole works. And then the King of Pentacles represent the earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But in this essence, I feel like it's mainly just speaking of an essence, or an energy, not an actual entity, or not an actual being or person. Okay, and I feel like these two cards together are saying just that, like what I just stated in all the above about that dynamic duo power couple. All right. But however, there still may be some underlying deception and ulterior motives present. Okay, this person definitely helps you get ahead, and you them, sorry. And this relationship definitely talks up a big game, okay? And for others of you who are not in an established bond, I feel like it's saying that for others of you, you may be the crutch for the other person, okay? Not an actual crotch, okay? Like a vagina or a penis. No. Get your money out of the gutter, but you may be like the crutch, like, the armchair for that person, that person's support system, all right? You may be that ride or die while someone else pursues their dreams, and others of you are too focused on your dreams and you're creating your own empire, because the King of Pentacles here, he often represents, stability. You got the Midas touch, very good business savvy, very good with finances, very good with business. He can definitely build something from the ground up. He's very stable, very reliable, very dependable, and very much someone that you want to talk to about a mentor when it comes to business decisions and things of that sort. So if this is in the position with the Star card, it can mean that for some of you who are single, that you don't have the time to, indulge into a relationship or emotions like that right now, because you're too wrapped up on creating your own empire, okay? You want to rise to your own stardom right now, so maybe you're neglecting the love aspect of life, okay? And love takes a back seat for that, all right? Because you have a detailed plan, because these people here, I'm telling you, they are detailed, calculated, everything to the core, especially if it's a Virgo, gosh. But it's beautiful though, beautiful thing, because they definitely do accomplish a lot. But so yes, if this is the energy that you are exuding, then more power to you. But I do advise you to let in a little bit of love. All right. Now, where the situation stands. Now you got quite a few cards. Hands are big, but they ain't that big. They can't hold on. Holla. What song that is. Alright, now where the situation stands right now, I feel like someone may have misused their personal power. Alright, and your intuition is screaming to you, or this is screaming to you, or theirs is to pay attention, okay? And that also a secret may be coming to light of some sort. Why is this song skipping? Do not piss me off today. Yeah, I feel like maybe a secret may be coming to light, all right, in regards to a water sign, because now you got too much cards to explain properly, bitch. Okay, yes, I say a secret may be coming to light because you have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess in reverse often speaks of The High Priestess is a very, very, very intelligent, very intuitive woman. She's very connected to the source, very connected to spirit and the underworld, and she knows all the secrets and the mysteries of life. She is intriguing and mysterious and powerful, and she often has like this very silent, serene kind of magnetic aura surrounding her, but it's very enticing and very alluring, okay? In reverse, however, it can mean that secrets are being revealed and that there is a light to be shed on your intuition, because maybe you're ignoring your intuition. The intuition is screaming for you to listen to something, and y'all like, motherfucker, listen. Alright? And I say that this may have something to do with a water sign, because you have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups speaks of water signs. The water signs are the Cancers, the Scorpions, and the Pisces, and they are the ones that are the intuitive, mysterious, very in tune with spirit, very much someone you can talk to, a great storyteller. You can come to them with all your problems, and they will listen. Very nurturing, very creative, very magnetic, you know, very penetrating, very deep, and very intense. Very, very intense. And has a lot of depth, okay? So yeah, regarding a water sign, okay, who is very strong due to death and destruction into her life. And others of you may be harboring secret feelings for an ex that is a water sign or has qualities like the water signs, okay? Or they may have water signs strongly in their chart that you may be unaware about, because our moon signs and rising signs have a major influence on our personalities, and that's what goes unnoticed by majorities, but it should be known, and I'm letting it know now that has a major influence on personalities, okay? So, or if it's not a water sign, like I said, it's someone that has the attributes to it, or they either have this in their chart and you don't know, okay? And also, you guys may be longing for this person and feeling for this person, even though the relationship may have been ended, alright? And then, for others of you, and remember, this is a general reading, so the messages are going to vary. So please take with you what serves you and leave what doesn't, okay? And it may be on to the point of borderline obsession, okay? And obsession seems like to be the name of the game here with these cards that are surrounding it. You have the death card, which does not mean literal death. It means transformation, which is also a beautiful card. It means change. It's like the phoenix rising from his own ashes. Alright. And then you have the Five of Cups in reverse. Another water sign, but this one talks about disappointments. It's like you're releasing that disappointment that you might have felt from somebody or from some sort of situation, because upright, it means that you're looking at the glass half empty, but in reverse, you're starting to look at it half full. Alright? And things are starting to get in motion for you again. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely something to do with someone's misusing their power. It's either you or the other person in question, or someone is holding on to something that they should have let go a long time ago, and they are keeping this a secret to either their current partner, or you're even keeping it a secret to yourself. Okay? Now, when it comes to what's working in your favor this month, Sag, we have the Moon and the Magician. Beautiful, enticing, magnetic, attractive cards. And these cards are speaking for some of you, yeah? I feel like some of you have a partner, like I said earlier, who you are both in the spotlight, or you are striving to both be in the spotlight, and you can work on projects together that involve creative industries. And I feel like that's working both of you guys' favors together here, alright? But on the flip side, But these two cards can mean together, paired up. It can mean a negative aspect. It can mean that some of you are clearly deceiving someone and hiding something from someone, and you're wearing a different face, and it's working. But the thing is, it's working for you in this month, because this came up in the section of what's working for Sagittarius is in this month. So whatever secret you may be harboring, or whatever mischievousness you may be getting up to, because the magician has all the work at his fingertips to make all things possible, and he is just that, the magician, the wonder man, the be-all, the end-all, the creator, the life force. That is the magician. But paired up with the moon, which often deals up with secrets and hiding self and self-deceptions, I feel like this is saying that you guys may be trying to con somebody, alright? So you may be hiding something from someone and wearing a different mask for you this month, or for some, even you are in business with a partner. You may be trying to pull the wool over their eyes, or they you, because this is a general reading. Remember, it's going to be quite neutral with the energies. Just you guys would know what best serves you. Just listen to your own intuition and, channel it. And also, the cycles of the moon may have some sort of significance to some of you within this month, okay? Like within the new moon and the full moon, so something may be illuminating, or something may be coming about around the full moons for some of you. That's what the message I'm getting. And for other, what you shouldn't do this month, okay? You shouldn't. You have the Seven of Pentacles. These are actually beautiful cards. And the Nine of Pentacles, another beautiful card. And then the Seven of Swords, not so beautiful. More risky business, funny business, mischievous business, sneaky business, stealing business, wagwan business, what that business. That's what the Seven of Swords is about, kind of, okay? But altogether, the story that this tells me is that what you shouldn't do this month is be selfish and focus. Is be selfish. Here we go here. And also this one here, because this card, the Nine of Pentacles by itself, often represents a very, very self-reliant, self-sufficient woman or man that doesn't need anyone to do anything for them. They are financially well off. They are very good with business. All the businesses is profiting, and they are just living this luxurious life where they can just walk around in their backyard and look at the birds and wear nice royalty looking robe, okay, and with all these nice luxurious sensual fabrics and shit, okay. But if this is coming up in the section for what you shouldn't do this month, I feel like it's saying don't stick to yourself, don't isolate yourself, or don't just be self-indulgent and selfish, okay, because don't focus on your own material gain, because these two cards on the end, the Seven of Pentacles often speaks of planting seeds, okay, and waiting for it to come to fruition, and waiting for it to harvest, and waiting to start seeing your profits, waiting so that you can reap what you sow. It's a beautiful card as well. Often talks of longing and waiting, but in the end you often get a good response from it. But with these all together, and with it coming up in the section, as I told you already, about what you shouldn't do and what you should prevent, don't be self-obsessed or too self-reliant, because I feel like it's gonna bite you in the ass in the end, okay? And don't be too sensitive don't be too secretive, in your business dealings, and try, to rip someone off of their money or their investments. Or this can mean for some of you, don't try to take the credit for someone else's work. Now, I don't know, this is just the message that's coming through. Don't shoot the messenger, Sagittarius, okay? I'm only telling you what I feel, and this may not even resonate for you. It may be for the next person, so don't feel no way if it ain't got nothing to do. Yeah. If it don't gel with your smell, then it ain't got nothing to do with your motherfucking monkey ass. I'm really joking. Okay, now let's talk about your work situation, alright? In your work situation, I feel like, where's the work? Yeah, right now. In your work situation, I feel like there's definitely some restlessness going on, okay? You have the Four of Swords in reverse. The swords in the card deck represent the Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. The air signs, that linguistic, got that smooth talk on deck, alright? And you also have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And then you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Wands of fire signs, which is you said. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leos, you got that vibrance, that fire, that passion, that drive, that go-to force, that self-confidence, that connection to spirit and the divine, and that just taking the bull by the horns and taking charge, okay? That fire, okay? That is what this is saying for you guys, okay? And, but I feel like there's definitely some restlessness or hyperactivity surrounding work, okay? I feel like you may be trying to defend your position, especially with this Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands often speaks of defending your position. And you want to hold your own, okay? I feel like you want to mark your territory and leave your marks somewhere, okay? In some form. And some form of travel may be needed to do it, okay? And I say that because you have the eight, you have two eights in this line. You have the Eight of Wands, and then you have the Eight of Cups. And the eight and two eights often represent some form of travel. So you may want to leave your mark, and you may want to do some serious damage, good damage to your career, but you may have to travel to do it, okay? And however, don't overcommit. I feel like there may be delays, especially with this Four of Swords in reverse. Don't overcommit, and there may be some delays may be abound, and you may need to go back to the drawing board, okay, and retract certain things and re-strategize the way of your execution, all right? Some of you may even feel a little bit isolated from a group of friends or a group of beliefs, okay? And you may have a bit of an inferiority lingering. Inferiority complex lingering. Oh, gosh. And, however, okay, I don't feel like these things are long term, because I feel like it's just briefly, okay? Especially because a lot of these are not major arcana cards. And major arcanas deal with like major life events that stay around. This is just temporary energy, all right? Just briefly, perhaps to just shape you up a bit and just prepare you and mold you for the big success that is to come your way, because there are very, very good things coming your way, which the cards are saying as we go more into your reading, okay? There may be an illumination now to how corrupt a system really is, all right? And this may be causing you to go another route, or to focus on another route, and but you may be reluctant to do so. You may be reluctant to move positions or move jobs, okay? Even though your center may be telling you for some. And then for others of you, you may have this habit of giving up too soon. You may be giving up the courage to pursue something, because all of a sudden you start to see all the heartaches in it. You know, some of you may have that sort of pattern naturally where you do that, all right? Where it's a constant pattern where you give up on products when they seem like the going gets tough, all right? The situation, whatever the situation may be that you're going through, I feel like you are definitely, it's definitely emotionally draining for some of you, okay? And now, also, I feel like you guys may be busy pulling the swords out of your back, okay? Because you may be trying to heal from a bad investment, and I say that because you have the Eight of Swords here as well. The Eight of Pentacles, sorry. the Eight of Pentacles in reverse often speaks of bad investments, or perhaps, you know, you may need a little guidance in what you're doing, and a little guidance to get back on track. You may want to take the shortcut to success, and that's what this Eight of Pentacles in reverse may mean. You may want to take the shortcut, you know, and cut corners and get rich quick schemes and things, you know. And you may be too concerned with your ego and your image, which only leads to false security, okay? And this may be causing you to be up at night or having this mental anguish, because remember, the swords deal with mental self-imposed beliefs. You know, you're feeling stuck but it's stagnant, and like you can't move, and like you just have this anxiety and hurt and pain. But please remember that you have the power to remove these toxic sword energies, okay? The sword energies are beautiful, but as they get higher up, they can be a little bit potent. But you also must remember that the only way to go from here is up, because the tens rule a cycle. This is the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry, not this one. This is the Ten of Swords, and it's in reverse. So that means that you're pulling out the swords, and you stop feeling like a victim, or you stop feeling sorry for yourself, okay? And you're gonna stop making ends meet, and you're gonna turn the situation around, and you're gonna start to live a prosperous life that you should be living. All right. So don't worry about your image and your ego, because that's false security, okay? And also but the main thing, yeah, I think you are definitely learning from all of this, because things are definitely do turn in your favor after all. Alright? You are the sign that oozes charisma and optimism and that self-confidence, okay? And your self-confidence can take you far, and you know it. Alright? You may have to be reliant on some of you may be reliant on teamwork, and that may be another reason why the Eight of Pentacles is coming up in reverse. Others of you may be so fixed on a particular outcome that you are working yourself to the bone, okay? To see it, and you're in it to win it, okay? So the messages vary. The messages do vary. So just take with it what serves you, okay? And also, you may be working yourself to the bone, to even to the expense of your well-being, okay? And you need a break from painfully, even though this is very painstaking and painfully heart-wrenching, but you're definitely in it to win it. All right. Now, what's working for you and what's working in your favor this month for you is I feel like, you know, the messages is to telling you to stop focusing so much on what you don't have, which is Ten of Cups in reverse. Upright, the Ten of Cups is beautiful, blissful, family, togetherness, community, unity, happy home, a wedding, a celebration, a bliss, a stability, comfort, warmth. In reverse, you know, you may be focusing too much on things that you don't have. And I feel like you need to stop focusing on that, and you need to start focusing on cultivate and nurture those qualities within you that make you unique, okay? And I feel like, because this card often means, the Five of Swords often means a negative, like, oh, I'm got one up on you, or I'll show you, or ha ha ha, I've won, I've got all the swords. And then you have these people down here defeated, and this person's looking up like, yeah, I won. And it's normally a spiteful card, a negative card. But in this position that it has fell into in this reading, I feel like it's saying that nurture those qualities that make you different and unique and stand out from the crowd, because you have something else to bring to the table. So that's why you're standing up and so proud and so like, aha, like, look at me. It's because you have a very good goddamn reason to, goddamn it. And I don't blame you. Because if you do feel like that, if there is something that's pressing you, if there is a new endeavor that you want to get involved in, or if you are unemployed and you are looking for a job, start showcasing your flamboyant qualities that you have to bring to the table, and you know that somebody else doesn't have it, okay? Because then that employer is gonna want you, all right? Or if you're starting your own business, and people's gonna want to flock to your business, all right? So Just focus on the things that you have that can set the trend, okay? And that will open doors, because I feel like that will be your strength this month, because you have the strength card as well. That will definitely be your strength this month. So focus on those new things offered, as well as the things that you have worked so hard for yourself. You can now start to see the reaps of your this reaps of your, what the hell is this saying? Anyways, you get my gist. Now you're gonna start seeing things fall into place. All right, you're gonna start success is gonna start coming for you. You're gonna start experiencing financial success. Your finances are gonna change, and there's definitely gonna be a rise in stakes for you. Okay, because you're gonna start seeing all your ships are gonna start coming into the harbor. All the seeds that you planted before are starting to work for you, and you're gonna see the benefits. All right. So congratulations. All right. And I feel like if you're unemployed, I feel like you will get a job that will exceed your expectations. So congratulations, Sag. All right. Now, what you shouldn't do this month, yeah, you should not. Ooh, I didn't read the oracle messages for the love life. Okay, I'm gonna go back and do that right now. You got the Queen of Swords in reverse, fiery energy, often a bitch, quite unapproachable, or she may be unfocused, unprofessional. And then you receive the Chariot in reverse. Upright, it means go for it, charge for your dreams, you're on the right path. In reverse, it may mean a little bit of stagnation, indecision, insecurity. This Page of Pentacles often means leaving the nest, setting up shop, starting to study, being a very good studious student. And then the Tower, something knocks you off your axis, but it was a sudden shock, but this shock is meant from spirit and from God or from the universe, or it was meant to happen. It was fated, okay? So don't let don't let that mess you up so much. And what you should do this month is you should refrain from losing focus, okay? And you should continue to keep focus and work diligently on a project. Sorry. And stay focused and stay grounded and keep that tunnel vision. Don't let nothing deter you off your course, okay? That's what the message of Spirit is telling you to do. And now the oracle messages for this in your work section. I've got this new oracle thing, this new oracle deck called Oracle de la Triade, and it's in French, and I absolutely love it. And just forgive me if I try to speak French because I think it's so sexy. Ooh, wee wee. Allow me. So yes, you received key or key. The key. You got the keys. You got the keys. Said, you know you got the keys. So the general meaning of this card is associated with solutions and methods that help you get away from difficulties. In Egyptian mythology, the Ankh symbol was the key that opened the door to another world. Keys are used to both open doors into the future and close down the doors to the past. Aha! Resonates splendidly. This is why I love tarot and oracle. I didn't do the readings live for you guys, but the exciting thing about actually doing readings and like the heat of, and the force and the heat of the moment is when the cards shuffle out and they resonate totally to what, you know, the original tarot reading was, you know, because after you shuffle, which is why I don't do it on camera because it takes too long. I did it for Leo and Sagittarius video, but the videos just came out too long, okay? So I not Sagittarius, Leo and Libra video, sorry. And the timing was too long, and I know y'all's got things, so I don't want to turn anybody off, and I really want these messages to get to y'all, okay? Because I care. I really do care. Now, the keys are used to both open doors into the future and close down doors to the past. Did I say that? I don't know. But yes, when it comes to work and profession, this card symbolizes for the most part, an important position in the hierarchy. Alright, they are the decision makers, owners, and managers. This card represents a positive development in career or at the workplace. Entrepreneurial spirit, taking initiative is appreciative and leads to advancement, a promotion, or a new direction in career. Can I get a what? That is what's up. And when it comes to money, this is saying there is no specific problems. The financial situation is stable. All projects go very well. Objectives are achieved. For example, you manage to make investments or loans are granted, and so on. And if it's talking about a relationship, maybe you guys may be in business with your spouse or current or prospective partner. This card is associated with the serious relationship. The relationship will renew its strength, renew of love, renewed passion, longing grows. Single people are about to start a long-term relationship. So obviously the messages vary, okay? So just take with it what serves you and leave what doesn't. You also receive benediction, which means blessings. And blessings want you to know, Sag, Archer. The symbolism of this card means the light blue background symbolizes both the sky and water. A handsome male face, partially hidden by a palm, that fills half of the board is blessing the consultant. Other cards with similar backgrounds include interesting. These cards also rich in symbolism and usually favorable cards. Above the eyebrow, the sign of the Alpha, the symbol of divine inspiration. Omega and Alpha is the beginning and end. The infinity symbol is on the thumb and the little finger with plus and minus symbols. This combination reminds us of the human capacity to create and to give shape to one's vision. Important. On the middle finger, the symbol of pi is referring to the principle of individuality. Pi is another symbol for Saturn, the wavy symbol of water in 3 different corners, amplifies the symbolic meaning. Okay, get it in. When it comes to work and money, the situation is stable but could be better if you accept someone's help or some expert help. Remember what I was saying earlier, maybe you guys may need some sort of help or direction with this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I love tarot. Yeah. You may need some help or some expert help from a friend or an acquaintance or from someone who is enlightened on the subject. In profession, the blessing is favorable period for everything related to work. This card is mainly associated with manual occupations, including painting, writing. Together with other cards, it means different meanings. Ouch! Now, the last one you received in your work section, the guidance that they want you to know is Papyrus. Papyrus has in store for you, Archers. This card is associated with the secrets that are revealed to those who really know how to read them. On the other hand, the card can be associated with commercial transactions and contracts. Definitely some good. This is beautiful for business. The personality type of this card is associated with a materialistic person who is ambitious, a leader who likes to exercise control. An important social position can be occupied by such a person on an account of both rigorous work and rigor. However, you can also confuse friendships and work relationships, and this can cause problems. Ooh, so maybe that goes back into your love relationships. Ooh. Yeah, so what I was saying about some of you may be in business with a partner or something. Alright, and when it comes to money and work, the situation is good and will be even better. This card also indicates contracts, agreements, and financial transactions. Possession and work situation, commercial professions, business, import, export, booksellers, writers. This card indicates successful agreements and a better work situation regardless of your professional situation. The things are definitely on the up and up. No, I'm sorry to backtrack, but remember when I was talking about your love life, right? The oracle messages, they are important for you guys. So for those of you who are in that established bond that I spoke of, and that you may be a powerful dynamic duo, this fusion card is for you. This fusion card has to do with a union between 2 people, including a marriage. This is also a card of contracts and agreements. A person for whom the family is most important. The person needs harmony with surrounding environment, with loved ones. Despite that, the person has quite a strong personality who cares about everyone, including people who do not care. So when it comes to your love and relationships, happy relationships, the couple wants a child. If you are single, you can initiate a new relationship that may lead to a steady relationship. And when it comes to work, and I'm reading this, even though this is in the love section, it jumped out for love. I'm going to read it because I feel like it may be talking about business partnerships with your spouse or lover or current perspective. This card has to do with occupations that are related to companies, organizations, groups working together. See, that's why I know I need to read this. You want to work in groups, you can get a new job that you have applied for, or you can get a promotion. Alright? And now you sacrifice. Number 46. Sacrifice message brings to you, Archer. This is somewhat a negative card symbolizing violence. It speaks of delays, pain, sacrifice, and victimization. So yes, remember, this is a mixed bag. This is definitely a whole bunch of mixed messages. Not a whole bunch. It's just a few mixed messages coming through for you guys. Just remember that this has to be for thousands of people. So it's not going to mean everything. Every single message is not going to mean everything to you. So just listen to your intuition. And whichever one is like, that's you. Alright? But I feel like this message is definitely for some of you, especially for the ones that I was saying that there may be some deception going on, okay? Like someone may be trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes. I don't know if it's you, Sag. I don't know what's going on. What show you got? Or it might be your partners. Alright. So, delays, sacrifice, victimization. The underlying problem may be lies and envy. At the same time, this card can sometimes just mean that we sometimes have to make sacrifices, just period, in general for life. And to have something, we sometimes need to give up something. Okay? Personality traits of this card. This person has had a difficult childhood, and in the soul they wear a melancholy that creates pain. The person is nonetheless generous and dedicated, something that creates a certain inner satisfaction. But whatever the sacrifices the person makes, he or she will not get much in return. The person is suffering from an inferiority complex, and no matter how much he or she fights, goals aren't always reached. Interest in the material side of life is not so great. Okay? Now, when it comes to love, the relationship is characterized by a painful passivity, and submission in the relationship prevails. This does not promote understanding and harmony. It is the fear of loneliness that makes you stay in the relationship. You might not want to break the established routine. Freeing yourself from the relationship is very important though. You can get rid of the shackles so that you can begin a new relationship with someone else. And on the other hand, on the flip side, this card may indicate an obsession with an old relationship. Didn't I say that? That has failed, and it is difficult to let go. You feel you have lost the love of your life. It is time to overcome the past and move on. This goes back up to when I was saying that Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy with this water sign up here. Okay,